What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Launch Pad. I'm your host, Aaron Sirius Simmons. This is an exclusive here on Backstage Business. Everything about the Houston Rockets, man. Thank you for being here, man. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, and I do appreciate that. You guys know how I get down. If you see the show, share the show. We're all over the place, man. We on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Spotify, TikTok. We're doing big things at this place. Definitely want to take everybody along for the journey. I don't do this by myself, man. I got a couple of brothers that are sitting here and ready to chop it up and talk about everything about this whack ass squad, man. The homie Larry's in the middle. What's going on? How we doing, sir?
Man, we doing good, bro. We gonna see what's gonna happen tonight, man. I'm trying to maintain my calm and hopefully it all play it out good, bro.
Yeah. I am not too sure that maintaining calm is on the agenda for me on tonight. Especially since this show was set on the heels of a, you know what? We'll get to that in a minute. The homies back in the building. What's going on, Jesse?
What's up, man? You know, a couple of episodes missed, man, but I'm back in full effect.
Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir, man. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Good to see you, man.
Appreciate it,
Larry,
man. Appreciate it.
Jesse, man, check this out, bro. Like, I don't even know where to start. You know what I'm saying? Let's start here. All right. First half of the season in the books. Houston Rockets are currently sitting in the 4th seed right now in the Western Conference, man. What have you liked? What have you not liked as we come through getting ready for the second half of the season, man? Larry, talk to me, big dog.
I mean, I like the fact that, we're in the 4th seed, considering all things considered. I like the fact that we'll be in the playoffs. I mean, I don't like the fact that we failed to address the point guard. We've seen, other teams get better while we kind of stayed pat. And not the fact that just that, I hate the fact that, the Rockets have taken on a couple of injuries and we haven't even addressed the injuries, which we know that they're going to show up in the playoffs. So at this point, I'm kind of in a wait and see mode. Now, I think a lot of my frustration lies in the fact that if you trade for Kevin Durant, who is, I'm going to say he's a senior citizen for NBA. And, yeah, he's a senior citizen. We're not, it puzzles me that we're kind of taking this, we're in a long-term project mode and not in a win now mode. So yeah, that's where I'm kind of here right now, man. It's frustrating. It's frustrating.
I feel you, man. Jesse, talk to me, big dog, man. You are the optimist of the group.
Oh, very much so.
Kiss babies and eat cupcakes and read Hallmark cards, man. Talk to me, man. Where's your head at, big dog?
Because y'all two was toddlers, man, when the Rockets won the last championship. I actually remember it.
I was there.
I do too, man. What are you talking about, man? I like it in the 5th grade, man. I'm good.
Yeah, I was actually on the street celebrating, bro. Like I was toddlers, man.
No, okay, so here's where I'm at. I think the number one thing we got to realize, we don't have our full squad, never did from the beginning. By that, I'm meaning Fred. Everybody know that Fred is a big piece. And at first, I'm going to go make it to last year. Last year, I was very hard on Fred. Mm-hmm. But Fred showed me something in the playoffs to where, okay, I'm going to lay off for Fred. Because if he's going to do that every time in the playoffs, we be good to go. We get Fred back. I said address the point guard. I think that we just holding off because we still got Fred. I think everybody forget that we still have Fred, which is in turn letting Reed get some burn, a lot more burn this year, and Reed is stepping up. That's I'm optimistic, like you say. I try to look at the silver lining and stuff, man. So, what else we got? The only thing, of course, I'm gonna go back to my boy Cam. I didn't want Cam to go, but then we got this guy Darius. What is his name? Finley. What's his name? The guy. Yeah. He's doing nothing. He's doing absolutely nothing. We paid him this money, and Steven Adams going out hurts is a big deal. But we signed Capella. Capella's been playing decent, so I feel like once Fred's supposed to be back, I think in April, if I'm not mistaken, or May, right in time for the playoffs. So I'm optimistic. I think we can make some leeway when we get in. We want to be in the playoffs. It's just the nucleus, man, and I hope that Kevin Durant wasn't really tweeting that stuff. That's about it. But
You
man,
can never tell with KD, bro. You can never tell with KD.
yeah, I think we're in a good spot right now. I do.
Okay. All right. So, respectfully, I disagree with that.
Of course.
I wouldn't be me if I didn't. I would not be me if I didn't. I am a guy who looks big picture, right?
Right.
I look at the collective versus just what we're dealing with, in the four walls. And if you look at the teams that are around us in conjunction with the area in which we struggle to get into offensive sets. We struggle to close out games. We struggle to do the little things well. My old football coach Mike Thomas said you need to do routine things routinely. And when you look at this Houston Rockets squad, yeah, we're 34-21. We're second in the division. We're fourth in the conference. All that stuff is good. But in order for us to get to the ultimate prize, which is a championship, we have to beat San Antonio. We ain't beat San Antonio at all. You know what I'm saying? We got to beat a squad such as the OKC Thunder. We're nowhere near able to beat them in a 7-game series. The team that we struggle routinely against, the Denver Nuggets, we take them to overtime until we're blue in the face. We can't figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So, and then you got other teams that are nipping at the heels, Minnesota Timberwolves. We have no idea what Laker team's going to show up, but they do have a point guard that can distribute and get the ball in the bucket, and Luka. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at the road that we're going to have to inevitably travel, not having Fred is a problem. Not addressing a significant area of need is a problem. Not being able to close out teams is a problem. You're all pro guy who everybody is all in love with missing critical free throws at critical moments of ball games is a problem. And so when you look at everything in totality, I'm annoyed that we did nothing at the trade deadline. I'm annoyed that for whatever reason, and coach is here in a minute, I'm gonna get him here in a minute. But for whatever reason, this organization felt as though we had enough pieces to go on a run here. You know what I'm saying? We talk about this a lot on our Tuesday show. You have to be able to self-evaluate correctly. I think Larry says it a lot. You got to be able to self-evaluate correctly, and make the necessary pieces, go get the necessary pieces to help your ball club out. We did nothing. Name me the point guard of this team. You can't.
I tell you who I really wanted us to go get. I really wanted us to go get Drew. He would have been a perfect. He fit perfectly. Drew would fit perfectly with the Rockets.
Dude, I'm gonna Jesse. I get what you're saying, dude, but dude, we blow the lead to the Knicks with what was it, 8 turnovers in the fourth quarter? A true point guard, you might have had 3 and still won the game.
And here's the thing, coach, get in where you fit in, my dope. Kevin Durant had 3 of those.
I mean, are we in the blaming KD business though? Like, I mean, seriously, like, I mean, what are we doing here? Like, I mean,
we're not blaming KD, okay? Because again, we won't be in a position that we're in now without him. But what I am saying is, when we fail to address a significant area of need, like a point guard, when we fail to address a significant area of need, like a big man, when we have an all-star and Şengün, who cannot be counted on in critical moments of ball game because he doesn't shoot well from the free throw line, we have problems.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Correct.
So,
yes.
Stop before Durant tweeting about us right now with his burner.
I hope he is. Because the first half of the season, before All-Star break, man, where'd you head at?
Look, I mean, I said this in the group chat, and I've said this around like that. I've said this everywhere. It's like I wish the Rockets would have let us know earlier that they were punting this season, I wouldn't have got so emotionally invested. I wouldn't have spent so much time caring about the Rockets, watching the Rockets, clearing out my schedule with my family to watch the damn Rockets play basketball. I would not have done any of these things. I can't get that time back. So I would like to like Raphael Stone and Ime Udoka. I can't get that time back. Time I spent and wasted watching the Rockets when they knew that they were just punting this season. But it's like, to just calm down a little bit here and just kind of think about this. Like, again, the Rockets, we knew this. They were up against the apron. I mean, their backs are up against the wall as far as like any kind of like player movement. But still, this is why you have a GM. This is literally his job to do these things, to figure out how to make the team better. Not to just kind of like tread water. It's like your job as a GM is what can I do to make this team better? And you can't just say, oh, well, we couldn't do anything because the apron and stuff like that. Then you do things to free up money to where you can make a move. It is like you cannot, with Kevin Durant at this stage of his career, like have a gap year. Like, well, we'll just get him next year. You know what I'm saying? We'll get Fred back, and we'll do this and do that, and then we're going to come back next year. Not at this stage of Kevin Durant's career. He don't have seasons to waste. And I just feel like at the end of the day, like, it is a waste of a season because it's like the season had promise and then things, but you can bounce back from injuries. You can bounce back from things like this. You can't bounce back from apathy. And that's where I'm at. It's like, it's not love or hate. It's indifference, and it's just like, I am indifferent toward the rest of the season. Y'all think I be joking and laughing and trying to get y'all to laugh when I say I ain't watching these damn up. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I was forced to watch Look, I saw the end of the Knicks game because I was ready to watch the 11 o'clock news so I can go to sleep. I want to watch a little bit of the news before I go to sleep. And I'm like, the Rockets game is still on. Oh, no.
My man is scared around. That's tough.
I was just trying to watch the news and see the weather report for the next day, and the damn Rockets was still on. I'm like, what they doing on ABC anyway? Like, geez. Like, Yeah. Anyway, like.
Larry, talk to me, man. You want to get in there. Talk to me, big dog.
Man, like that's my thing, man. You cannot have a punt year, and I'm actually starting to blame a lot of this on Raphael Stone, right? Because
yes,
dude, it makes me, and I blame some of this on Kevin Durant and Ime Udoka because we said it last time. Is Raphael Stone overvaluing players? Is he overvaluing draft picks, bro? Like, I'm just being blunt. If I didn't end up with the number 1 or number 2 pick, would I have taken Jabari or would I would have punted that number 3 pick and got more assets? I might have punted. In the Reed Shepherd draft. Okay, right now it's hindsight, but looking back at it, who's the best player out of that draft? Stephon Castle. Yeah. We passed on for Reed Shepherd, who averaged 12 points in college. And
Reed has not hit his ceiling yet.
He was not the best player on the Kentucky team.
He hasn't hit his ceiling.
He's not a point guard, Jesse. And they're trying
to. But that's the thing. But that's the thing. It's like he's playing out of position. It's like if Reed was just out there, just coming off of screens, like. But again, it's like he could get away with that at Kentucky. He can get away with that when you're playing against Vanderbilt and Texas A&M and South Carolina. You cannot get away with that when you're playing the Lakers and the Nuggets and the Spurs. You cannot do that. So Reed Shepherd, this is what. This is why the Rockets needed a point guard, guys. This is why I needed a point guard. This is why I needed a point guard. He's not a point guard.
But we had Chris Paul. Why not go get Chris Paul for pennies? We could have got Chris Paul for pennies.
I mentioned that. He's retired. I was shocked.
But Chris Paul would have came in that locker room and would have been like, "Yes, an adult is here." You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you can't do that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going even further, bro. Like, dude, why do you? This is why I'm kind of putting more on Raphael Stone. Let's just say before you make the trade for Kevin Durant. Aside from that playoff meltdown, you got Jalen Green, who's like 22. You got a superstar 2 guard. Why would you draft another 2 guard? Why? But then you got Kevin Durant, who said, "I will only play for 2 teams," right? Mm-hmm. I hate to say it, I'm lowballing the Spurs, bro. I'm low because you're only gonna go here or Minnesota, and Minnesota had the assets. I would not have gave up as much as I've got. Like Steve, you said it. Hey, you pick Green or you pick Dillon. You ain't getting both.
They gave him both. They gave him
yeah.
both. You know what I'm saying?
And a
So
first
like,
round pick.
I hated that we got rid of Dylan. I really, the Jalen. I understand. I
look,
understand
either
Jalen.
or, because guess what? This Rockets team now again, like Jalen Green, he was like again whatever.
Yeah.
Like, but it's like again,
That's right.
I would like to see this team with Jalen Green. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'd like to see this team, and then you add Jalen Green to this team. I would like to see it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, again, he's not a point guard, but I mean, he is what it is.
But
you know,
could put like this on this team right now. If you didn't have a true point guard, you could be like, you know what, outscore us, score 135 a game, and see where we end up at. That's where we could be at, and you could win games in the NBA like that. You know, especially
well, I mean, in
nowadays.
today's
Like,
NBA, of course,
yeah,
like,
today's
you can win
NBA,
games like that, no
like that.
problem. Yeah.
Like, yeah, you just outscore us. Dude, you're gonna score 110, but we're gonna put up 130. Okay, cool.
But
And that's
like I
what
said,
we're gonna
I've said it a million times. It's like you trade Green or you trade Brooks. Stone traded both of them.
do. And a first round
And that's
pick.
the thing that continues to have me like what are you what are you doing?
What are you doing?
You know, it's just I don't know. It's just
And like I
ridiculous.
say, and he gave up a first rounder, but like I said, but then you did that, and then like you say, you're trying to make Reed into a point guard. You trade for Kevin Durant, who we all said it. Jalen is a poor man's what's it called? He's a poor man's Durant. But like, why do you? It's like nothing on this team matches. Like it doesn't. It doesn't.
I do have a gripe. I got one gripe.
You
And
got
my
one.
gripe. I got a gripe. And my gripe is how about, and I love Eamon. I love him to death. But how about Eamon really blowing smoke up our ass saying that he developed a jump shot? How about that?
Yeah, it's like we see you, dog. Like we see you shoot the ball. Like we can see you do that.
That's my
You know,
only
we
gripe.
we see
you
we see
really
you shoot
had
the
us
ball.
thinking that. You really had us thinking that, bro. Like, and you know, like that is the number one thing they're playing out for you. You know, you needed to try to work hard. I mean, you had us all thinking that you was gonna come in shooting at least 35% from three. That'll get the job done.
But if you had a point guard could put him in position to score.
He developed a better jump shot. I mean, it's not to where you need to really guard it for real. But like, I mean, it's better than what it was last year.
But if you had a point guard, we've seen the league numerous times. It's guys that are more like slashers, more scorers. But if you're playing with a true point guard, they're gonna get you in position.
Yeah.
Just saying.
So
Just Fred, man. No, I'm just saying. I just think we gotta just hold off till Fred get back. That shit sucked. That was a big blow, y'all. We gotta admit that was
It was a big blow, but you didn't do anything to fix it. You didn't do anything to fix it.
That's like just driving down the road with a flat tire and not going to go into fixed.
I don't think Fred would have fixed it because one, Fred is not a true distributor, but Fred, we all seen it numerous times. Fred is like, oh yeah, we get into shooting 3-pointers. I want to shoot some too. You know what? Maybe we should slow it down a little bit. No, y'all shoot some more too. I'm gonna shoot some more.
But it's still better than the alternative. It's like Fred is a shoot first type point. He is not a ball distributor point guard. But guess what he is? He's a point guard. He can still sit like when the Rockets had I feel like a broken record. When the Rockets get into half court sets, we saw it Saturday night. When a team can get the Rockets into half court sets where they not just run up and down the court, this is where the Rockets struggle. You know what would help them out? If they had a point guard who can stand at the top of the key and be like, all right, we're running box, like motion, whatever like that. Like they don't have that. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. You know?
Yeah. Like CK, I put more on down because CK just hit on the head. Even Fred's like what 33, 32, something like that.
We acting like we got a young whippersnapper coming back. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
I still would have took Castle because at least that way, if Fred would have got hurt this year, we got Castle who's a true point. You took Reed to make Reed into something that he's not. I think that is Stone. I think he's. Dude, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm not being funny. I would have been shipped Jabari's ass out of here. I would have, even if somebody said, "Hey, I'm gonna give you a really good player, and I gotta trade Reed." Reed will be gone by now.
I don't even want a really good player. I just want a player who like has a brain. You know what I'm saying? It's like that three he took on Saturday. Good grief, man! Like, come on, like.
Bro, look, you talking about good grief thing. I'm going to tell y'all what's good grief. So y'all know I'll start digging into why they wasn't making moves. What was the holdup? What's probably the Rockets are in what's called a first apron, right? And
Mhm,
y'all know how I feel about I'm gonna just say that 3-letter guy that plays for the Lakers that they call him something, something, something. So the league
mhm.
instituted all these rules to keep you from creating your super teams, right?
Mm-hmm.
They don't mind if the GM creates super team because that's the GM's job, but they don't want players creating. So if you're in that first apron, then now what's happening? The NBA basically dictates what you can and can't do. If you're in that second apron, then now you actually forfeit first
Mm-hmm.
round picks if you go into that second apron, right?
Yep.
So with that being said, there's a thing called a implied no trade clause. Do y'all know two players on the Rockets that have implied no trade clause? Meaning you can't trade them unless they waive their no trade clause. Huh?
Unless they agree to it. Yeah.
Unless they agree to it.
Mm-hmm.
Jabari Smith and Jayshawn fucking Tate.
Oh yeah. Turn that up. Yeah.
What the hell was you doing, Raphael Stone? What Jayshawn Tate would be on the smoke
Hold on
first
a
thing
second. Stop,
smoking
stop,
if he
stop,
needs to
stop,
be
stop,
included in the
stop.
trade.
Hold on, hold
I
on a
love the
second.
guy. He plays
You-
hard.
You're telling me, because I didn't know this. You're telling me because of the second apron joint, Jabari and Jay Sean are essentially untradeable.
The first, if you're in the first apron
Mm-hmm.
and you have players that have the quote unquote the implied no trade clause. So Fred has one, Jabari has one, and Jayshawn Tate has one. So if you try to trade any of those three, they have to agree to the trade. But also, Jabari Smith has what's called a poison pill contract,
Mm-hmm.
meaning that he makes more money next year than he does this year. So if you trade him, you have to trade him not for a player that makes the same amount of money this year. You have to trade him for a player that makes the same amount next year, because his salary goes from it's like 5 million or something this year to like 25 million
Like
next year.
26 or something like that.
Yeah,
Because
something like that. Something
because he got that
So,
max. So it's like
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you got
Yeah,
the match.
so it's-
What was
it's
another
crazy.
dumbass deal?
And Amin is eligible one for one too, guys. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Amin
Yeah.
Thompson is eligible for I think he can get like 5'2" and some change. So yeah.
I mean, if I had to make a choice between the two, I would have gave it to Amin and Jabari, bro. Look, no, mate. But now you sit back and now, like I say, when you digest this stuff, J Rock, you digest it, who it looks like the culprit is.
A Stone, dog.
Stone, bro.
But I've been saying it. I was like, we get rid of Stone because it's like he's in over his skis. He has no idea what he's doing, and it's just like you can't have a team that was this close. I mean, it's like, look, we were all disappointed with how the season ended for the Rockets. So you just needed to make some slight adjustments and stuff like that. And getting Durant, that was a pretty big swing out the park. But I feel like Stone and the rest of the Rockets front office are like, all right, guys, we got Kevin Durant.
He's our savior. We're good to go.
We're good.
Yep.
We're good.
Yep.
It doesn't. The other 11 guys don't matter. We got Kevin Durant, and it's like,
And you know what? I'll take credit. I mean, not credit, but I'll take some shame for that as well, because I definitely said championship when we got Durant, and I think I was just high off that pill of what Durant could possibly bring to the team.
Here's the deal. Like, when you make a deal like that for Kevin Durant, you tell us fans that you are competing or trying to compete for said championship. So
Yep.
I'm not mad at you for thinking championship. What I am upset with, not with you, but in general, is the fact that once we understood what was at stake, Fred going out, this, that, and the third, we failed to change the flat tire. We're running around with a busted wheel. And everybody in their mind of thinking that running around in that donut is good. We can't keep running around in a donut right now. That's what we're doing. You feel me? Like, we're fourth in the Western Conference. You know what I'm saying? We got some goons that we have to go through. Now, again, we're not in the plan. We won't be in the plan this, that, and the third. But we got some goons that we got to go through in order to get to the ultimate prize, which is a chance at a championship. You feel me? Like,
Absolutely.
I don't understand why the sense of urgency and self-evaluation of the talent that we currently have was not properly done. If you're Stone, if you're MA, I don't care who pulls the triggers. why was not a proper assessment of the talent done? It's not like we don't have the draft picks to move. We got the picks to move. Like if you're
Well, I mean, that's all what the Rockets have. We don't have any cap space, so all we got is the picks. That's the only
That's
true, like
Yeah.
thing that we have is the draft picks. We don't have any cap space.
My point is exactly. So if you're hard up on keeping Jabari Smith on your roster, use the draft picks, move some people, get a get a competent point guard in the building. I'm not asking for the second coming of Steph Curry. That'd be nice, but I'm not asking for that. I'm not asking for us to go out and get LaMelo Ball, even though we talked about it in the group there. That'd be nice. Competent point guard play. Mike Conley would have been perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah, you could have got one of these G League dudes and be like, "Hey, it's some pretty good point guards in the G League," and be like, "Hey, you know what? Let's bring one of them in, see if they can do some distribution. You know, how
What
they give them a 10
What
day.
happened to the guy, y'all? That the point guard, the MVP from the point guard. Did he go back to G League or is he hurt? I missed that. Do y'all know the point guard that won MVP for G League? I forget his name.
I don't pay him much.
The one with the braids, with the braids. Yeah.
I mean, but
I
you
can't
could
place.
have got
He
one of
on
these
the
guys.
Rockets, though, which is all I care about. He at the Toyota Center tonight, man.
But
So
he gotta be at like $500,000 and under. He can't be more than $500,000 because then you go into the second apron and then you're gonna force fit draft picks.
Yeah, the Rockets are like $37 away from the second apron. It's disgusting. It's like if y'all have a chance, go on Sports Track because they probably the best at coverage stuff like that. The Rockets are so close up against the apron. It's like, but see, you got teams like the Knicks. The Knicks are well over the apron, but they don't care because they the Knicks. The Cavs are over the apron after this Harden deal. But guess what? They don't care because they're trying to win a championship. So they don't care. It's like they'll just get more money. It's like Tillman Fertitta acting like he don't got no money. He reaching for his pockets and stuff like that. It's like. But it's like, I can't spend anybody else's money for him. But it's like, again, you see the teams who are willing to be like, all right, we're gonna go for it, because like I said, like the Cavs, I looked at it the other day. The Cavs are something like 10 or 12 million over the second apron. So it's like they're in trouble. But
They trying to go for it.
yeah, but they going for it. So it's like I commend that. You know what I'm saying? They're like, we'll handle this financial mess in the summer. But for right now, let's put a team together and try to win a championship. And I respect it.
Yeah, like I'm the thing. Maybe I think I'm tripping, but I've seen this is how historically in the NBA has happened, right? You see these teams that they just can't quite get over the hump, right? And
Right.
you don't give away too many of your pieces. You might chip a little piece off, but you go add that, Porzingis like the Celtics did, and Holiday like the Celtics, but you don't give up Jalen or what's called, you don't Brown, you don't do that. Yeah, or Tatum, you don't do that. Like no, you can't have the core. We want to add to the core. We give up a little couple of chips or pieces, but we don't do that. And it was like the Rockets, you gave up too much of your core to get Durant, but then now you haven't backfield to add that to your core. That's not going to be good enough in the West. The West is a gauntlet. Remember I said the West is like a bad enough brawl. That's what the West is like. Okay, 1927 Great White Hype versus Jack Johnson.
I mean, because like what? Like if the playoffs started right now, we be playing with the Lakers.
Yeah.
yeah,
I don't like that matchup. I don't.
I don't like it either.
What they
Four or
do
five.
back in the
I
day?
don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
No, the West is like on Harlem Nights when he said, "Man, I seen that boy fight 37 rounds."
Yeah.
That's what the West is like. Yeah. So no, I don't like that matchup. And it's not pushing enough chips into where, okay, now do we have a chance against the Lakers? Yeah, we could beat the Lakers. Do we have a chance against the Nuggets? Yeah, we could beat the Nuggets. Okay, do we have a fair chance against OKC? I don't think that we have a fair chance against OKC right now. I'm just being real.
You're forgetting San Antonio.
Oh yeah, San Antonio.
Yeah.
Which I kept telling people. I was like, Steve, remember you said your babies was the Magic, and I said my babies was the Spurs, and I didn't want to say it, but now, oh my God, man, they got a guy over there that do stuff that's half man, half amazing, and that
Them boys
team
is
ain't
tough.
like a
And it's not even gonna be that. It's not even gonna be that. It's gonna be like De'Aaron Fox is gonna average like 37 points a game in whatever playoff series we play against the Spurs. It'll be something like that. It'll be something like it'll be something that would just like really like make my day. Just like how Buddy Hill did, like last year. Like it's just it'll be something like that. It'll be like I don't know like uh Vassell. You know what I'm saying? Will like go
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It'll be something like that. It's never like Wimby will be Wimby. Like Castle will get his. It'll be something like that that'll happen. It's just like I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
and
Some
ridiculous.
if you know that, it's like, man, like I said, I don't want to just be a bastion on Raphael Stone session, but it's like if
No,
you look at
bash
the
him. He deserves to
matchup,
be bashed. It's
yeah,
his
Deserves to be
job.
clowned.
He is bad at his job. He is
Yes,
not
he
doing a
is.
good job. He deserves to be bashed. Bash away.
yeah, and it's like when you look at your landscape, you have to look at your landscape and be like, okay, how do I think my team fare against this team? How do I think my team fare against this team? And it's like I got Kevin Durant. Historically, I'm not being funny, but Kevin Durant hasn't been that force multiplier. Kevin Durant ain't get past Golden State. Golden State. I mean, we all said people like, oh, what if he would have wore size 12? He don't wear size 12,
Right.
so he didn't make it to the finals.
Kevin Durant
Yeah.
is the player that you insert in any team, and the team is going to be either better or like even kill. He's good. He's a great player, but as far
He's
as
not
like
gonna
leading
be
to a championship or something like that, I don't know anymore. Just watching him
historically
play
he's
and
not
then
done.
the shenanigans with the tweets and stuff like this, like I lost some respect for him, especially if that found out to be true. Like, KD, come on, grow up, bro. Like,
If
just,
you look at
just grow up, man.
Yeah, but if you
Like,
look at it historically, J Rock, I'm just being for real, dude. Look at him historically, dude. He has never been that guy that you be like, oh my God, he carried him to the championship. Oh my God, he forced him to a game 7. He's never been that guy. Like he's that guy that's like, yeah, the Golden State Warriors are literally unstoppable now that they added him, but he's never been that guy
right,
to be like, yeah,
he's an insert. Insert him, and he's gonna get his 25,
yes.
40, and 90, and that's
But
that's what he's gonna give you every game. He's consistent. He
yeah, but
is
he's
like
not
one of
that
the
guy.
most consistent players ever to play this game.
I mean,
Top
yeah. I mean,
level
I mean,
consistency.
he's a 50, 40, 90 guy. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying in every sense of the word, and it's
Yeah.
just. But again, like Kevin Durant, again, you saw what happened. It's like the Warriors went 73-9, and they couldn't get it done. You bring in Durant, they were unstoppable.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what he
Yeah.
does. You drop him into something like that, but then it's like whenever it's been just him, when it was just him in Phoenix, when it was just literally because Kyrie was doing whatever and James Harden was trying to get out of there. Again, that's the one I always think of. It's like, if Kyrie, Harden, and Durant could have found a way to make it work in Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying? That's interesting because I mean he was leading that team, that Brooklyn team, and you saw what when it was by again, like he scoots his foot back a little bit, you know what I'm saying, further than we got a different story. But again, it's like I don't think Kevin Durant is like this guy where it's like, oh, he's just a guy. Like he's Kevin Durant. He's one of the best players I've ever seen in my life. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's like
Right.
he's a fantastic basketball player. So I'm not gonna sit up here and discount or take away from Kevin Durant. It's not Kevin Durant's fault that Raphael Stone has neglected to like build a team around him or like try to adjust the team around him to where it's just like, hey, Kevin, go be special. Or it's like go do this. And it's like too much was being banked upon of Sengun taking a leap, Thompson taking a leap. Like we were putting too much into the young guys take a leap basket. And I feel like the chickens come home to roost, and it's like, we see what's going on with Jabari. We see what's going on with Reed. We see what's going on with the young guys. We were depending way too much on the young guys taking that leap, and they didn't, and then here we are. And I mean, and again, I hate to say this, but it's like we're sitting here moping and gripes with that, like the Rockets aren't the number 4 team in the West. But
They were number 2 last year. And, and I'm gonna say this, dude, like real talk. This is why I feel like I'm gonna take this into Raphael Bash Stone now. Like I said, if historically that's who Durant is, right? And even the OKC team, when it was just him and Russ, bro, it was like, okay, you good enough, but you're not good enough to get to the finals and win the finals. Like, if that's the case, okay, and I know Kevin Durant is an integral piece to get me where I need to get. Am I
Right.
going to shed off that much of my team to acquire him? No, and then this is the even question. This is the even more questionable part about it. We sitting on like Phoenix's what, like 4 day picks or something.
Man, don't even get me started talking about the picks.
That's
Now.
like
Don't
that's
even
like
start
somebody
talking.
coming and taking your toys and you trading and them trading you back additional toys to get back their toys. Why would I do
Yeah.
that? I have
Yeah.
your toys, man. Look, you give me what I want and I'll give you your toys back. You're sitting on all of Phoenix's picks and you literally only give them back one of your picks in order for Kevin Durant and you throw in 2 more players. Why would I do that? I would have just been like, hey, you want your picks back? Okay, here you
But yeah,
go.
we said that
Yeah,
last season. It's like,
why would
hey
you do that?
Phoenix, here's your picks back.
Would you
You
do
know,
that?
we good. But no, they didn't do that. They decided to do more than that. You
And
know.
then now
Yeah.
I'm adding Durant to my team and I didn't give up so much of my core of my team and I'm just adding him in because he works wonderful where he's like I say he's another piece that you add in, but I don't see him as a force multiplier. Like I don't see, like I say, as good as Durant is, as great as Durant is, I don't see, like, we all at that age, we all seen Jordan play. And people may talk crap about, oh, LeBron and Magic and all this. Jordan was that guy that you could literally look at him in a game and be like, okay, he has willed his team to the win. He has literally carried the team, sucked the soul out of the team, and carried them to the win. We've seen this I've seen it with Magic. I don't know about y'all. Magic was one of those guys that he would literally take over a game, carry his team to the win. I don't see that in Durant. Durant is more like a guy like, yeah, I scored 25, we won, yep, we lost. No. But it's not like, oh, I'm gonna slit your throat and steal your kids to win. Kevin Durant is not like that guy like that. He's just not to me.
Now I give him credit. He wants the ball in the crunch time. He does, and he is he somewhat got killer mentality. Like he wants to get the job done. He wants to get him out of there. But the thing is, if you're not hitting your shots like that, or you're missing, you got to try to. Kevin needs to try to figure out how to get other people involved as well for him to be so good. I don't think he does
That is the
a good
job
enough.
of a point guard, which Kevin Durant is not.
Yeah, Kevin Durant's job is to get buckets, not to distribute and like make sure everybody else getting theirs. He getting his is like, okay, you guys like get yours, but it's like, it's not happening. Yeah.
But
He,
like,
he can play make it a little bit more, especially if you ain't got no point guard. Like he got to absorb a little some of that. Like you causing a lot of havoc on offense. Like they're paying a lot of attention to you.
So he got to score all the points and make sure everybody else score points too.
He got to.
Like,
Hey, I hate to say this. I hate to say it, but Kevin Durant and LeBron, LeBron does it. LeBron did it. So
I mean, but LeBron is. I mean, like everybody like to talk shit on LeBron. Like again, like LeBron ain't like that's what he does. LeBron's a different kind of player. Like I've always said, LeBron is more like Magic than Jordan, and it was always like the Jordan comparison because it's just like LeBron. He's a fantastic passer. He can score. He can actually run an offense and like set up offense and stuff like that. Like it's just
True.
that was never Durant's thing. It's like LeBron is an all-around complete basketball player. Kevin Durant is one of the greatest scorers of all time. Just like Carmelo Anthony. Nobody was asking Melo to run an offense. No, go Melo get buckets. Melo one of the best bucket getters of all time. That's what he did, and that's what Durant is. And you asking Durant to do something that he's not. So it's like.
I mean, it's like regardless, people talk shit about him, but like Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley could run an offense. Charles Barkley could do a lot from that position. And that's not who Kevin Durant is to me. And like say we talking about LeBron. Kevin Durant is not that guy to be like, don't give up too much of your team to where I need to come. He like, I don't care. And LeBron would have been like, wait. I think you might want to keep, this Jalen guy. You can trade for me, but I think you might want to keep this.
No. But y'all don't get a chance to y'all can't say all that about LeBron. Like, oh, he team. Like again, yeah, he is a team builder. It's like LeBron. There's no way in hell LeBron would have been like, okay, all right, so trade for me, but then make sure like he.
Yeah,
say what you want to about LeBron. He'd be like, okay. He's like, okay. So you trade for me, and then you give Phoenix, you give them this, that. So then make sure. So go get what's his name from Sacramento. His contract is up. Go get my man from Milwaukee, and then you know what? Portland got that young big who can shoot the three a little bit. Go get him. Let's build this thing. You know what I'm saying?
and that's
You
and
said you want
Durant
to
is
about
like, yo,
LeBron,
just
but it's
trade.
like he that's what he does. That's what he does.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. But Durant is like, oh, Trey, like, dude, I'm not being for real. Like, dude, that Nets team, I'm just being for real, dude. Outside of the big three, that team was trash. That team was trash. It was like, okay, Durant felt like, okay, I go join Kyrie and we get James Harden and we got enough. No, bro, that's not how teams win, and that's not how the NBA is structured. That's not gonna push you over the top. And like I said, now it's kind of like with the Rockets, it's like, okay, you got Durant, you got Sengun, you got Amon, and you got a bunch of other, I'm gonna call them role players. And they role players, and that's not enough, especially not in the West, bro. It's not.
Should Aaron be getting a little bit more PT? I feel like he
No.
should.
No,
I
I'm
feel like
good.
he
I'm
should.
good. No, not at all. Because he's
No.
again,
He
he
plays
is.
defense. He has a 3 ball. He plays defense, and that's all
He's
you
not
really
a
need.
he's not a distributor, bro.
That is true
Aaron,
too. He's not.
Aaron
He's
should
not.
have been Aaron should have been on the phone calling his brother and be like, man, I got this 3-bedroom to myself.
No, yeah.
Hey man, if I could figure out something to get you over here, are you willing to come? That's what he should have been doing.
Yeah,
That's what he should
pretty
have been
much. Yeah.
doing. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Hey
think we
man.
missed the mark on that one. I would have really have loved for us to go get Drew. That I feel like that would have been the perfect.
Yeah,
The
I think that would
perfect.
have been
Dude,
good. I would
Portland
We
I
was
would have
talked
liked
about
losing.
it.
I would have
We
liked
talked
Conley
about it.
a little bit more than Holiday. You know what I'm saying? I think Conley would he was right there. You know what I'm saying? I would have liked Mike Conley. That's just me personally.
This how bad Raphael Stone is at his job. Conley literally got traded twice and waived and signed back with the team he was with. How did this dude get traded twice and signed back and you didn't even make a move?
But you
Wait,
know
so
how
he
that
back
is.
with
That might have been
Minnesota?
kind of one of those like
Yes.
wink, nudge,
I did not
type
know
things
that he
where
was
it's
back in
like,
Minnesota.
He
I didn't
got
know he was back.
traded twice.
yeah.
He got traded twice, released, and signed back with Minnesota. How is that even possible?
Like I said, you like these GMs talk and stuff like that, and it might have been one of them things where it's like, hey, like we gonna trade Conley, we gonna release him, but then it's like
Don't
nobody
sign him.
claim him because he just gonna come back to Minnesota, I
But
don't
then
know,
it make you question, and me and Steve, when we was talking about it, it's almost it make you question. Like they had been talking about the Kobe White trade for over a year. How did you not work out the
Yo, if there
Kobe
was
White
ever a
trade?
trade we didn't make that ticks me off, that's it.
that's
How
the
did you
one,
not make
that's the
this
one, and
trade?
I'm glad you brought that up, Larry, because it's
So,
We
like
seen him get traded for peanuts.
like
He
peanuts.
literally got
he
traded for
did,
peanuts.
but what are we gonna do with Fred when Fred get back? Like, what? See, that's the
Kobe
big.
White is like 24. Fred, kick rocks. Kick rocks, bro.
All the rocks. All the rocks.
Fred, you are mentoring Kobe right now, bro. Like real
Yeah,
talk.
I mean, you don't tell Fred to kick rocks because like that cap hit is crazy, but it's like with a team that already cash strapped, it's like you don't tell Fred to kick rocks unless you can make a good trade and kind of make the money work. But like, yeah, it's like Fred could have been like Kobe's mentor. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I don't know, like that was one that just had me just like, okay, like
They literally had,
really,
the
you
report
know,
Oh,
the literally putting out saying that
God.
they had been negotiating the deal for over a year. Over if you're on the phone with him over a year, and it's kind of like I can tell you right now how this probably went. It probably was like, hey, you know what? Send me Tari. No, I don't want to see Tari. Do you plan on re-signing Tari? No. Have you extended Tari? No. Why the hell he wasn't traded? Like,
scared.
let me
Look again. He scared to go for it. You
that
know what I'm
makes
saying?
no
It's like
sense.
And
scared money don't make no money,
No,
and
I
that's the
think
thing.
Tari want more money than what he's saying because they offered
doesn't
him a
matter.
good deal.
Get
Dude,
rid
if you
of him.
gave Jabari a max, you damn for sure need to give Tari a max. But if you don't sign, put like this is like I say, damn that this look, hey, tell Pastor Simmons don't listen to this show. Man, fuck Raphael Stone. Because at this point,
Thank you.
at this the NBA, this ain't the NFL. You can't franchise a dude. So you're gonna let Tari walk for nothing. For nothing. Like real talk, if you think about it, bro, Tari Easton, a guy that you offered $100 million to, normally what happened, a GM, a smart GM would be like, hey, you know what? We couldn't work out the extension for him. Trade deadline coming up. We traded him. Other team, y'all either extend him or he's a rental. But to have that guy on your roster after the trade deadline that you haven't extended him, that he's going to walk in the offseason for nothing makes absolutely no sense.
And I hate to bring it up to y'all. KPJ over there in Milwaukee, over the addition doing being a real good point guard. I mean, did we jump the gun on releasing them? I think we did. I think we
I don't
did.
think we did. I don't think we did based on the circumstances. Like you can't look back and use hindsight because based off of what he was dealing with, I agree with the decision, but he is kind of balling right now in Milwaukee. I give him that.
Mm-hmm.
I give him that.
Yeah, but it's like I said, now it kind of goes back to like, are you overvaluing certain players or are you undervaluing certain players? Or like, you know how I hate to say it like that. You know how I'm put like this. I was that dude when I was a kid. We used to trade cards, and everybody knew that one guy. You'd be like, you know what? I'm gonna trade you these two random dudes for this one card that's valuable as all hell.
Yeah.
Like, is Raphael starting to turn into that dude that people like? You know what? We know he'll make some crazy trade, but then we know how he is. He holding on to them cards that he values. Meanwhile, we over here like, you know what? We making moves and we don't care. Hold on to them certain players you want to hold on to because we know we gonna do what we do, and you gonna be left holding the chair looking for it. Like real talk. Like that's how I look at it. I look at it from a standpoint like he's overvaluing players. He's
Mm-hmm.
holding on to draft picks that he shouldn't be holding on to. Like I get it. Yeah, it's you gotta not sacrifice too much of your future for right now, but sometimes you have to mortgage the future a little bit for the win now mode. And he's not doing that. He's not doing it. It's like I always look at it too from a player perspective. And me and my homeboy, dude, he's gonna come on trouble. Me and we get into it, and he be like, "Don't give up on the youth too quick." But I'm a fan of at some point you know what your youth is, right? Especially in the NBA, you really know who players are really quick. And when you get into year 2, year 3, okay, I know what this player is gonna be. Do I want to hold on to this player or do I want to move this player? Um, should I hold on to this pick, do your evaluation, or should I trade this pick? Right? It really made me start questioning them because I'm like, when I sit back and did just a little, you analyze stuff and it's like, okay, if you don't get Bonchero and you don't get Chet, do you hold on to that number 3 pick or do you trade and acquire more assets? Um,
Jabari, how LG?
it's smart to do. But then this is the even crazy part. Now I'm not gonna give him too much flack because he's had hit on some picks, but the best assessment from that year with Reed was they said the best player would probably be comparable to Tobias Harris, and you held on to that number 3 pick. I would have traded that pick so fast. And even now, it's like, okay, even in this last draft, I forgot what we traded to Phoenix. It was like number 10 pick or something like that. I don't know. That dude, I don't even remember who that dude is they drafted. Would I have held on to that pick? Probably not. But if I'm giving up that pick, would I have gave up that pick and 2 of my quality players too? I would have did it.
I was on the fence with the trade. I felt like after I got my emotions out of my system, I did feel like fine, run it back. I wanted us to run it back, but looking at it now, Dylan Brooks, and I said this when he first came here, you need a Dylan Brooks on your team.
Mm-hmm.
Period. And we're missing Dylan Brooks right now. Like you can tell it's a big difference with Dylan gone. And even y'all boy Raphael Stone said that he really didn't he really didn't want to get rid of Dylan, but
You didn't have to, Raphael. You didn't have to. You literally didn't have to. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Now, guys, I just want to just kind of switch gears here a little bit. Now, as we look at it, what do you guys think? And I actually got to get out of here at the top of the hour, so I wanted to bring this up before I get out of here. I know what Jesse's gonna say, so I know what Jesse's gonna say. So Jesse, don't even answer this. But
okay.
to the other two people, do the Rockets need to just blow up the front office? Like get rid of Stone?
With the nuclear bomb.
Get rid of Stone. Get rid of everything. Now, if you do that, now here's the question. So let's get rid of. So we're all get rid of Stone. Dot dot dot. Do you get rid of Udoka as well?
Yes.
You got to. You got to.
Yeah.
They got to be tied together. They got to be tied together. Dude, you know what? You know why I say you know why I say you really get rid of Stone, bro. If you are in a win, and this is I'm about to drop this bomb on y'all. If you're in a quote unquote, you was the number 2 seed, you're in a win mode, you're not putting the season right. We traded Phoenix, that was it like number 10, 11, 12 pick or whatever the case may be for Kevin Durant.
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all not know? And then we didn't make no moves this past one, right? The Rockets have a 2027 swap with the Brooklyn fucking Nets.
Mm-hmm.
A first round swap with the Brooklyn Nets. You know how bad the Brooklyn Nets are? They stink.
Yeah, they stink.
They stink to all high heaven.
Yeah, they're bad. And I don't see any like, you know, change in sight for that squad. So like, yeah.
No.
Why, if you're in a win now mode, would you have held on to that pick?
No.
It's no. He got to go. He got to go.
Yeah, they both are tied at the hip.
He got to go.
Mm-hmm.
You can't keep one without the other. Ma has shown his lack of ability to first and foremost adapt.
Mm-hmm.
He was a defensive guy, got to Houston and forgot how to coach defense. He can't self-evaluate. He and Stone had to have been in cahoots to not make any decisions or moves or move any draft picks to help this team get better. Yeah, you need to take a nuke to the front office.
Well, because you know the thing, y'all know how Durant got here, right? Because that's Udoka's boy. From the time they was on the Nets, and he won Udoka. A real.
I mean, you know why Harden isn't a Rocket right now, because Udoka got some kind of issue with it, whatever like that. Yeah.
And it's like, okay, I would have been like, as a real GM, you'd have been like, okay, Udoka, you the coach, but I'm the GM. I'll try to get you your boy, but I ain't sacrificing my team for your boy. I'm not gonna do what I do to get your boy over here. I get it. You the coach. You want certain players. Let me see what I can do for you. I'm not gonna do what he did to get him. But then now it's like, Udoka, how many 20-point leads are you gonna blow? You know, I gave you what you want. It's not working. So if you a GM and you that far vested to let your coach do that and you go get him where you want, they both gotta go. They both gotta go.
Jesse?
I do not believe Ime Udoka should go anywhere. I love him.
Jeez.
I think he's a great coach. The only thing that he does bonehead is he keeps people out that's hot for too long. That's it. Other than that, I feel like
that's the only bad thing he does.
Ime is a great coach, and he's turned our Rockets around to where we were second last year, fourth this year. Missing some injuries has hurt us this year. We have to realize that injuries has hurt us this year. Now, to your point, Raphael Stone probably and Ime were probably in cahoots about not doing no trades because they probably feel like what we got here, we can get it done. So,
but they didn't, because they're like, oh well. I mean, when Fred went down, we just kind of figured like, oh well, you know, we'll get him next year.
True, that's true.
They put it on the season. That has to be directly tied to Raphael Stone and Ime Udoka.
Because Ime Udoka could have been like, hey, the hell we are putting on the season. Go get me a point guard. Go do this. Go do that. But no, Udoka was like, you know what? Yeah, you're right. Because it's the security. Because Udoka knows as long as Stone is there, he's there. So who cares? Like we'll just get him again next year.
It almost made me question: was it Ime or was it what's the guy, the coach for the Celtics that took over for him? I can't remember his name.
Mazzulla.
Was it him or Azula that was really, running that team? How was that working out? Because you see, it's not like the Rockets look anything like the Celtics, right? But then it made me question it because last season when the Rockets was their best, right? We all said it. Hey, Jabari, stay in your hoodie, bro. You good. But when he came back, it was like Jabari was coming off the bench. Okay, cool. Come off the bench. We're good. Like the Rockets been better with you coming off the bench.
Mm-hmm.
Why is he starting so much? Why are you start Udoka? This is how you were winning with this formula. Why is he starting so much? And now
Because he kind of has to at this point.
At this point, with the lack of depth, he has to start.
Yeah,
Like, I
I'm
mean,
saying,
Right,
yeah.
right, yeah.
But even still, the beginning of the season, think about it, dude. That's why what's his name was being all pissy. Tari. Like, I'm not being funny. If I looked at the two, I'm gonna be like, Tari's the better player. Tari's the better player.
Jabari
And
makes
I
the
get
most
it.
money. They just gave Jabari the most. They just gave
Yeah,
Jabari
and I
that.
get it. But if I was Tari, I'd be frustrated too. Like, why am I coming off the bench behind a guy that I'm better than? I would be the same way.
Yeah, I
But
get
as a
it.
coach, your job is to be like, you know what, Jabari, you know what? I hope you win 6 man of the year, bro. I hate to say it like that. You hope you win 6 man of the year. And dude, I've seen games, and like I said, I love the guy to death. Where Ime, he'll play the crap out of Jay Sean, and you be like, Jay Sean is like 2 for 12 in the game. Yeah, he's hustling, he's defense, and he's diving for balls, but he's like 2 for 12. Why are this dude still playing? And like, I don't know. It's one of them things that it infuriates me. I'm getting so tired of seeing Jabari just running to the corner and he just sits in the corner like, Ime, what kind of offense are you running? Like, it's just,
I mean, and that's fine. That's fine if he was shooting the three well. You know, that's fine.
Well, his last 15 games, he's shooting 40%.
They play 82. What about the other? What about they play 82 games? Like what about the 47 games they played before that?
I'm not as hard on Jabari as y'all are. You know what I'm saying?
What about the other 47 games, Jesse? Let's talk about those.
What about when we get to the playoffs and we all know the game slows down, the court gets smaller in the playoffs?
Let me look at what Jabari is shooting from the field.
And you shooting bricks in the corner, bro. Like, dude, it's like I could come. How many times we watched the Rockets game and we were like, okay, I know what play they about to run.
Yep.
I know what offensive shit they about to run.
First and foremost, you're funny because you actually call it a play. This is pickup ball
Yes,
at the YMCA.
Yes,
You actually call it a play. That's funny. You're idiot for that.
Dude, I mean, but when you watch these other teams, you like, dude, I'm not being funny. You watch the Spurs, the ball does not stick. The ball
He's not having a bad year. 15 points, 7 rebounds, 36% from 3, 44% field goals. That's Jabari.
Yep.
He's not having a bad year, y'all. It's not a bad year.
And pull up Tari. Dude, if you shoot J-Rock, you know what I'm telling you? You think I'm joking. If you shooting 37% from the field and you are the 5th option, you need to be off my damn team.
44% from the field.
Yeah, 44%.
As a 4, you need to be off my damn team. Dude, if the defense ain't even looking for you, you got wide open jumpers. You need to be shooting 67% from the 3-point line.
Shooting 44 from 3, 12 points a game, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 45% from field.
Ain't nobody, man. The Jabari Smith should be in the game like he in practice because ain't no defense. I'm not opposed to
that though, y'all. To Jabari coming off the bench and starting Tari.
Dude, Tari plays better defense, and like I said, if you the 4th option on the team, that means you getting open jumpers all day. If you bricking those, you need to be on the bench. You need to be on the bench, bro. Like
36% is respectable though.
No, it's not.
36 is respectable.
No,
44 is excellent. 44 is excellent. 44 is excellent. That's what Tari is.
I need you to put whatever's in your cup down.
I ain't got nothing, man.
The bottom line is 40, bro. If you ain't shooting at least 4, and if, like I say, dude, I'm old school like that. Dude, Craig Hodges used to shoot like damn near 60% from 3-pointer because nobody was worried about guarding him to shoot threes, bro. Like Jabari, nobody's concerned. Nobody's concerned about him scoring. Like defenses don't. I've seen dudes double Şengün and Durant and leave everybody else open. I mean, you getting open jumpers all day.
Y'all know I love Şengün. I got a knock on Şengün. Şengün need to come off that ball quicker. He need to make quicker decisions. He need to make quicker decisions than what he does. And I love Şengün. That's my boy.
But you're trying to make Şengün into Jokic, and he's not Jokic. He's not the Joker, bro. Like, yeah, he
No,
has
no,
some
no, no,
traits,
no, no,
but
no, no,
he's
no, no,
not.
no,
And
no.
stop letting him post up from the goddamn 3-point line. Why is he
Um,
posting up from the 3-point line?
well, if you
Man,
had a
backing
point
him
guard to get
down
him in
30
position,
feet.
if you had a point guard to let him get in position and feed him the ball, some that probably would be better. You know.
Hey, yo, before we keep going, Coach, do what you gotta do before you get out of here, big dog. I don't want you to get you in trouble.
Hey, yeah, man. Like, let me just say, like, once again, make sure, make sure y'all are following us on all social media and stuff like that. Make sure you hitting us up. It's like we're gonna. Unfortunately, we're probably going to have to do another one or two launch pads. Like I'm disgusted at this whole operation, to be honest with you. You know, but like hey, I'll be here next time. Like I complain, I laugh, I joke, but I love the Rockets. I act out like this because I love them.
Deeply
You know what I'm
care.
saying?
He
It's
deeply
like
care.
because I care. Because
Yeah.
like I tell people, you can say what you want to about the Astros, the Texans, UT, whatever that. I will knock out all your teeth behind these damn Rockets, and that's why I'm so passionate. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So that being said, y'all have a good one. Enjoy the rest of the show. I gotta hang out because we all gotta get up early in the morning, so I gotta head out. So
I
peace
big
and
appreciate
Happy
you,
happy
dog.
belated too, Steve. Happy belated again, dog.
love
Deserve.
you, handsome.
I big dog. Yo, so anywho, yeah, I'm not sure, bro. I'm not even sure, man. There's a lot to dissect. And when you start to look at the second half, of the year, and before we get out of here, like what are you looking forward to seeing? Like realistically, we blew one to the New York Knicks. We got the Utah Jazz tonight. I mean, again, we need to get out of the 4 seed. Realistically, we need to get out of the 4 seed. Talk to me, like what's your head at looking at these next 20 some odd games or so?
Man, look, right now, like I said, I try to be a realist sometimes. Right now, I hopefully we can stay in that 4 seed. I don't see us jumping anybody to get to the 3 or the 2. Because I'm gonna say the elephant in the room. You know that the elephant in the room is okay. He's gonna get healthy at some point. They young, bro. Hey, they gonna get healthy at some point. That McClain trade, people think it's a joke, but
I
hey,
told people about that.
hey, that dude can shoot. That dude can shoot, and he can play. And on that OKC team, you won't be the focal point. All we need to do is shoot threes. Like I say, Denver's gonna be Denver. Like I say, the Spurs, who they are. Hopefully we can maintain this 4.
They
I'm
smacked the
hope-
Detroit Pistons in the head tonight.
Who did?
The Spurs.
Okay. Oh, Spurs.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
hey, look, I told y'all that what last year. I said that's my babies. I'm seeing what they're gonna do. I hate to say it, even as a Rockets fan, but I saw what they was cooking over there. But yeah, dude, like I said, if we could keep the 4 seed, maybe the Lakers will fall. And maybe we'll get not a bad matchup, but a matchup that we could probably win. But
I mean,
I'm too
Minnesota's
happy.
directly behind them. So you got Lakers, Minnesota, Phoenix, Golden State, Portland, and the 10th seed are the Clippers.
I wouldn't want to play Minnesota
I don't
because
want any part from Minnesota.
and I feel like Anthony Edwards is about to get ready to turn it up a notch. I feel like he's about to turn it up a notch again. So I don't want no parts of
Yeah.
Minnesota.
I don't
But
want
could
to
you
Golden State.
could
Porzingis
you
is
see
healthy.
the back and forth between Kevin Durant and Edwards though?
It'll be great basketball. But then we'll find ourselves right back again last year because what was the number 1 team we did not want to play? I was good with playing anybody else. The fucking Warriors. Like that's
no because of that.
Like I say, the Warriors, if Porzingis is healthy, I know which guy is out for the year. Jimmy Butler's out for the year, but that's why I say you got to evaluate your young players. They baby bulls have been stepping up.
Mm-hmm.
They baby bulls have been balling.
They beat Denver yesterday with people from the neighborhood Walmart, Gary Payton Jr. and 40-year-old Al Horford.
Yeah,
They beat Denver Nuggets at full strength.
Yeah, so I don't want to see them, but like I said, moving into the rest of the year, I just want to see maybe they can get out the second round and let's see what this Brooklyn pick swap turn into. I guess I don't know shit.
That's
Turn into this big. Hey, I
I'm
don't know,
over here trying
man.
to read and see when Fred is scheduled to come back.
he ain't gonna be back this year, bro.
Dude, I
They
think you're right. You know what
said they're
I'm
not
saying?
ruling it out. They're not ruling it out for him being back this year. And I keep
Dude,
hearing rumblings like he'll be ready for playoffs.
I think you're putting too much faith in him. I think you're putting too much faith in Fred. Fred has never been that player, bro. Like, dude, even though people are like, oh, he's a champion with Toronto. Dude, you know who carried Toronto to that team?
No. Fred had a really big, huge part in that championship run.
Yeah, but that was mostly
That was
Kawhi
Kawhi.
and
That was Kawhi's bus.
and,
Fred was just a passenger.
no, what's
Who
the
was
other guy
driving the bus?
name? And Pascal and Fred. That was more Pascal and Kawhi.
And
Fred
Kawhi.
was on there, but he was
Fred
not
was on
leading the
there.
bus.
I think y'all failed to realize that Fred didn't back down from Steph.
I mean,
Fred was going right back at Steph.
Let's keep it a whole bean. Pause. Let's keep it all bean. That was the series that Klay Thompson got hurt.
And Kevin Durant was hurt. So yeah, I mean,
again, I'm not taking anything away from the Toronto Raptors win, but when you got Kawhi Leonard, who was arguably still one of the best defenders and two-way players in the game, you got Pascal Siakam coming into his own. All Fred VanVleet had to do was sit back and hit a three or two, which is what he's good for.
Yeah. So I think you're putting too much stock in Fred coming back on this team, especially like I say, that West is, dude, the West for the past 10, 12 years, dude, you could literally be a 500 team in the lottery in the West.
Mm-hmm.
That's how tough the West has been. And even now, if you look at the West, even the outside like Sacramento, even some of these like not so good teams have gotten better. Dude, the Jazz ain't no pushover no more.
No.
Dude,
Dallas is coming. You know what I'm saying?
Dallas is coming for you.
Dallas coming next year.
Yeah,
Memphis is going to be a squad. So.
You don't have time to waste no season.
I think Washington, if Anthony Davis stays, I think Washington might cause a little havoc next year too.
But they in the West,
people are going crazy for the Wizards.
But they in the East, so it's like they in the East, but it's like in that West, man. That West is a gauntlet. You can't punt a season. You can't say, oh, we're gonna try for next season in the West. You have to go at it in the West, especially when you have the top dog with guys who are literally under like 28. Like, is anybody on OKC outside of what's the guy they got from Chicago? Outside of the guy who plays point, I forgot they got him from Chicago.
You talking about Caruso?
Yeah, Caruso. Outside of Caruso, is anybody even over 30 on that team?
Well, OKC? Yeah.
No.
I don't think so.
They even got nobody over 30 on that team. So that means you're gonna have to deal with them for a minute. You got to deal with them for a minute. That's why people were thinking they was gonna win multiple championships.
Yeah, but it's a possibility they might lose. What's his name? The not Hart. Yeah, Hartenstein. Because you can't pay shit. Can't pay. Okay, so you can't max out. You can't max out 3, right? You can't max out 3 players, and Chick gonna want his max.
If
Jalen gonna want his max, and then
but the 3 of their players, I think 3 of their players will get bird rights. So in bird rights, you can max them out.
Okay.
But like I say, dude, you got to deal with that team, and then you got to deal with the Spurs. Dude, is anybody on the Spurs over 27?
Probably not. The coach?
I don't think so. Yeah, probably the coach. And that's it. Like, you can't afford to punt a season in the West, bro. You can't do it. Point blank. It's not possible.
The OKC Thunder roster is one of the youngest in the NBA with an average age of 24 to 25 years old.
So you're going to deal with these dudes for a minute. You're gonna deal with them. They ain't going nowhere. You can't afford to punt a season, bro. It's not possible. So why are you kind of holding out?
And then Dort's gonna want his money too, you know. So,
dude,
being a a two-way like he is, man. So I mean, maybe they might take less money. I'm not sure to stay, but
And then you got to think about it on this team. So now you're gonna go into next season. This is why I say Raphael Stone, man, kiss my ass, bro. You're gonna go into next season with Jabari making more money. You're gonna let Tari walk. Durant's gonna be what 39 next season.
30,
Going on 38.
30,
He's going on 38 now, right? I want to say.
And the Spurs is 25 to 26.
Yeah, bro. So now you got him older. You got Amon, who can't hit anything outside of a 12-footer. You got Reed, who don't know what position he playing in. Like, it's just Aaron, what you're saying? You trying to squeeze a square peg into a round hole. Mm-hmm. Yeah, bro. It's too many things that mismatch on this team that ain't making no sense to me. It ain't. Yeah. And I'm like I said, I'm one of them dudes. Like I'm like Steve, man. I love my Rockets, bro. You know me. I got Rockets tattooed on my arm. I was alive when they won their last championship. I don't want to be so old where I can't even remember who the Rockets is when they won their championship. Like, bro, like I don't want to be like that. I want to the Rockets, dude. And you know, Aaron, we talk about this on the show. It's I know J-Rock, you're not on the main show. We talk about blue bloods, man. When you talk about the blue bloods of NBA basketball, I consider the Rockets to be a blue blood, bro. Like people say it's LA and Boston, but I would say LA, Boston, Houston, Miami. It's certain teams that, you know, the NBA would love to see them, you know, winning again or win another championship. And the Rockets are one of them, man. So they got to do what they need to do. Like, I don't want to see us going back to them years of winning 12 games a year, 10 games a year. I don't want that. I want to see us go for another championship. Like, dude, like
we're championship contenders. Let's not say we are. We definitely are. We have an opportunity, you know, but
wow.
We're the fourth seed.
Let me ask you a logical question. With this Rockets team as it's currently constructed, in a 7-game series, do you see us beating the Lakers?
Yes.
Okay. In a 7-game series, do you see us beating the Denver Nuggets?
It's gonna be hard, but we can pull it out. It can be hard, but we can pull it out. We can pull it out.
Do you see us beating the San Antonio Spurs?
That's gonna be hard. No, maybe not.
Or the OKC Thunder. If the answer to those questions are no, then I don't understand how you can realistically think that this is a championship contender team.
Anything can happen, Aaron. You know me. I'm optimistic.
Hey, look, we gotta put a whole bunch of banana peels on the floor and have some people sprain their ankles and all this stuff.
Hey, man, you never know, man. Maybe the dice will roll towards us one time. Somebody get hurt or something like that. Like you know.
I don't know nobody.
I was looking further. You know what? I brought it up on Barry's Nick show. Shout out to Barry. He called it Orange and Blue Skies. I say Orange and Blue Tears. But you know, he brought it up and I said, you know, how does the Knicks team compare to even if you had to face somebody in the West? You know, so even if let's say all our breaks fall our way, right? We come out of the West, we win the Western Conference. I don't see this Rockets team beating the Pistons. I don't
either. The Pistons are scary. They is a scary bunch, man.
Dude, I don't see.
We're not beating the Pistons. We're not beating Boston. We're not beating the Cavs. We can beat them. We can beat the Knicks.
I don't know, Aaron. For some reason, the Rockets have the Cavs number. I don't know why.
Cavs currently constructed may be a little bit different.
Nah, with Harden, yeah.
With Harden. Here's the thing. If Larry, you know this. If you pay attention to what the homie CK says all the time, you know, Donovan Mitchell and James Harden are two of the biggest choking dogs on the planet. And you put them together on the same team. So the Cavs may get got.
Maybe. But like I said, even if this like just say all things break our way, we come out of the West, I don't see us beating, you know, some of the top teams out of the East. So if you're not in that mode where you feel like you can beat those teams, you're not a championship team. So that's why you have to make moves to put yourself in competition to be a championship level squad. And I don't see it. Like I say, I would love to see it happen. Definitely would, but we're gonna see. And I don't. The thing for me from now is it's gonna be really interesting if that doesn't happen and who all stays and who all goes next season. That's gonna be interesting. And look, I'm gonna be real with y'all. If we already know Tyreek's pretty much gone, he already said he's not staying. He turned down the money. He's not staying. He don't want to play second fiddle behind Jabari.
I can't blame him.
Kevin Durant called him a retard. Maybe that's true. Hey, but it'll be interesting if we see Durant.
Larry, tell the truth. You wrote those tweets, didn't you?
Shit, man. Dude, the funniest thing about it is you try to deny it, and you the most notorious dude for having a burner account. Like, bro.
Talk about me and my teams are locked in. Come on, bro. Like, what are you doing, Kevin? Like, see,
bro. Even
Burner
after that,
KD, that's what I call him.
if he's on the team and they move another piece, like say if they move Sengun or somebody like that, I'm gonna be so pissed.
I'm gonna be so happy. So happy.
Dude. But then dude, if you move Sengun, remember I told you before, Aaron, technically he's a top 5 center in the league, bro. However you want to order him, he's top 5.
Yeah. You can't take that away from him as much this thing you have for him, Aaron. You cannot take that away from him.
So if you move him,
I can, but I mean
you can't. He's top 5, bro. Arguably top 3 in the league, bro.
Arguably, yeah.
Arguably top 3. So if you move him, and based off of Raphael Stone's previous trades, you're gonna move him and get peanuts for him, or you'll move Amen and get peanuts for him.
You won't.
I'm just saying, and this is why I'm kind of like bringing this back to Raphael Stone, dude. Even going into next season, because hey, the NBA trade deadline was hot this season, hot, right? I don't even see anybody even possibly being on the trade market for going into next season. That's even out there. I don't see anybody.
I'm gonna take a look at these upcoming free agents. Let me look at this and see.
Like I said, Well, they can't because they in the luxury, so you can't sign.
Yeah, you can't even do anything really.
Yeah, you can't even do that. You have to trade for somebody, and right now because you've seen so many trades, we all thought Ja was gonna move. Memphis ain't trading Ja. Memphis ain't trading Ja.
I don't want Ja.
I would have took Jaren Jackson, even though he's out. I would have took Jaren Jackson to move Jabari. I would have took it all day. At least Jaren Jackson play defense. It's nobody else out there because it was so much movement. It was so much movement at this trade deadline because guys was making trades for guys that were potentially coming up with free agents. That was made trades that was being made, position themselves for draft picks and stuff like that. I don't see us being in a position where we could trade for that guy to put us even over the top next year. I don't think nobody's gonna make a move like that. So then now what do? You run out the same team again and be like, okay, I run out the same team again and see what happens. I'm just saying, fellas. Just saying.
Yeah. Anyway, let me get you guys out of here, man. Big Jess, thanks for coming by, kicking with us, man. Give us a plug in the close that we shut it down, big homie.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. Appreciate y'all for having me again, man. And y'all make sure y'all follow the executive review. And I am out of here, man.
Appreciate you, big dog. Appreciate you, homie. You know what, big dog, Larry, man? We survived a launch pad, and you know what? My blood pressure didn't skyrocket. I'm impressed, man. You know what to do. Get us out of here, homie.
Man, you know I am. I've been ripping the Band-Aid off of everything, man. I'll be like, man, if it's good, let's rip the Band-Aid off. Let's do this, man. And executive view, like you say, we don't shy away from nothing, man. Like I say, and this always
you got no smoke.
Anybody's watching this, this has been a build-up over the past 2 months of Rockets frustration. Don't think that anybody on this show does not love the Rockets. We do. We do it from a voice of concern, voice of love. We're gonna still rock our Rockets gear. But yeah, like I say, always a pleasure, bro. Always good. And check us out tomorrow, man. We back out tomorrow. Like us, follow us, subscribe to us. The whole bang on every network, whatever, every streaming service. We everywhere, man. Just keep following us.
Yes, sir, man. Appreciate you, man. Yo, it's your boy Serious repping that 412 and the 703, man. Such a privilege and absolute pleasure doing this show with these gentlemen on tonight. As the gentleman alluded to, tomorrow, Total Sports is back at it. We got to talk about a lot of different things, man. Baseball is right around the corner. We're going to be previewing the AL East, talking about NBA some stuff. We may get into some Olympic stuff. Shout out to the USA hockey squads, both of them, both the men and the women, conquered gold, man. So shout out to them athletes for doing their thing over there. Lord willing, we'll be back in the building tomorrow. Also, I'm gonna say this now. On Wednesday, we have our Elimination Chamber preview show. So looking forward to talking about everything around the world of the WWE. We also have a live reaction show that's going to be scheduled and taking place on Saturday after the premium live event is concluded. So the gang, myself, Stace, who knows, Trav may pop in, Steve may pop in. We may get AB from Nonsense and Deep Thoughts in the building, just recapping and talking about everything that took place on the premium live event, the PLE. So I'm looking forward to a week full of content with you guys, man. I'm going to close out my shows like this, man. We lost another one to self-inflicted gun violence yesterday, man. Shout out to Rondell Moore and his family. We always say this a lot, man. If you're going through, man, ask somebody, talk to somebody, man. We're losing a lot of young men to self-inflicted wounds due to, faulty reasons. So, man, with that being said, God is good, even sometimes people are not, man. God bless. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.